Hi guys, it's Wednesday, January 18th, and God bless us. Everyone.
Video log spectacular!
My Secret Santa gift just came in and it was a lot of sugar, and now I'm eating Skittles and it makes my mouth kind of sweaty. Actually, it makes my mouth salivate, but it actually does make, like, my brow sweaty, and I don't know if that's good. So a while back I told you guys I was gonna make a video where I talked about current events, specifically about Rick Perry's homophobic YouTube ad, and also something else. And I never did, and I actually recorded that video a bunch of different times trying to get it right, and the whole time I just thought, you know what? This is getting older and older as far as news goes, so I just gave up on it. But for a week I've been thinking, what am I gonna do for my vlog on Wednesday? I don't know what I want to talk about at all, and then two birds, one stone. So I'm gonna talk about what's going on. Today, if you didn't know, is a very big day because of the whole SOPA protest thing. If you don't know what SOPA is, it's a proposed bill, a proposed law is a bill that Congress is trying to pass that would greatly restrict the internet from what we now know it to something that we generally, as internet people, like we vloggers are, consider to be Orwellian and horrifying. If you already know what SOPA is, then I won't tell you any more about it because you've already formed an opinion. And you're probably a young person, so you probably hate it. The reason this is important is because this isn't just like people make a big deal about the Patriot Act, for instance, but like, it's one of those things, like, everyone votes for the Patriot Act, and half of them complain about it, how Orwellian it is. And while as a libertarian I'm not really in favor of, you know, it being on the book somewhere that George Bush could come in and kidnap any given one of us and rendition us, and it would be horrifying. But the way the Patriot Act is written out, that couldn't actually happen, and it's not going to happen. And if it did happen, people would go crazy and it wouldn't go anywhere. But if SOPA passes, if your website is in any way connected to any other websites, even if they're like international websites that the US has no jurisdiction over, that are using any sort of copyrighted material in any way, in an overreaching effort to eliminate piracy, the government can come in and shut you down immediately, without trial, without any sort of recourse, similar to some ADA discrimination things that are going on, American Disabilities Act. The way that the laws are set up for that, in many cases, if a disabled person comes into your store or your restaurant or whatever and says, you know, this isn't up to what I consider snuff, and the way the laws are written, it's essentially impossible for any establishment to be fully up to code for disabled people. Under ADA, the government can come in and shut you down, and you have no recourse either. In a couple years, they might say, oh, well, you were all right, but as long as someone complains, they can shut you down immediately, and you have nothing to say about it. And that's what this would do for the internet. And that's the big fear. You don't have any way to contest it, and that is not democracy, or justice, or the American way. That's why major websites, including Craigslist, and I think the one that's getting the most press is Wikipedia, are shutting down today. If you try to Wikipedia anything today, you will have noticed that it shows the screen for just a second, and then it goes black and tells you how you can contact your congressman or your senator and tell them not to pass SOPA. Just a hint, you didn't hear it from me, if you're fast enough with the print screen button, you can still capture that page of Wikipedia and then put it in Microsoft Paint and read it and get whatever useless information you needed. So hopefully, if you didn't know about SOPA, you learned at least a little bit of something just then. Or if you did know something about it, hopefully just this encouraged you to go find out more about it. That's really all I'm trying to do here with any of the information that I bring you. A wise man once told me people are funnier than monkeys. Guys, if you liked this little me doing the news thing, let me know. I was thinking about doing it every week as a general rule, unless there's something actually going on in my life that's new that I can talk about, which hasn't been the case. So, yeah, let me know what you think, and maybe I'll actually get my act together next time and have some real information to give you that will inspire thought. Until then, I'll be with my baby. Bye, guys. It's been a good first week.